got the power.
Have you been waiting there all day for me to get home, have you? Oh, and there's your friend or your sister. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's your sister or not, but okay, I'm gonna open the door now. Okay, well, I guess I'll see you guys later then. Bye, Aria. Bye, Aria. I forgot what your name is, but bye-bye. I'm gonna shut the door because it's quite chilly outside. So guys, I'm just currently downstairs right now, and I know what you're probably thinking, Lauren, it's Saturday, why haven't you vlogged any of this week? I'm going to explain that in a minute. But basically, it's like 12:30, but like I didn't have any breakfast and I'm starving, so I just made myself pancakes and put some Nutella on them. Obviously I did not make the pancakes because I would be awful at doing that, so I just we bought them from the shop yesterday and I just put them in the toaster, and oh my god, I can't wait to do them, they look so good. So guys, I have just come back upstairs, and I'm really sorry about my face right now. It looks probably really grim right now, but basically I just wanted to take a break off makeup because my skin really needs a break from it, so that's why it's really red and gross and stuff. But anyway, I'm going to explain to you, as I said before, like why I haven't really vlogged all week. I just wanted to talk to you guys about my exams, how they went this week. So they were basically just end of year exams in basically all subjects, and maths and science and English were quite important because in our year we have a right and left side, and I'm on the right side of the year, and basically A, B, C and F, the forms are on the left side, and then H, M, P and W, I'm in P, are on the right side of the year. And it has nothing to do with left and right. I think they just call it that. I don't know why. And basically, the sets are separate on either sides of the year, like they're not joined together. Sorry about the changing camera angle, guys. My mum just called me down to go get my lunch, so that's where I've just been to go get my lunch. But yeah, so in year 10, the left and right side of the year, the sets in maths, English and science are all going to be joined together, which means that I want to try quite hard in maths and English, just because I do struggle with maths a bit anyway, but also because I do want to stay in a high-ish set. Like there'll probably be 9 sets or 10 because there's 5 sets on either side of the year currently, so I'm guessing there'll be like 10 or 9 maybe. So I really do want to be in like at least above set 5. That would be really great for maths, and then in English, because I find English slightly easier, maybe in the top 3 or 4. That'll be pretty good, but obviously I'll be happy with whatever I get as long as I'm not in the bottom set, but I don't think that's gonna happen anyway. So in science also, these tests determine whether you do separate science or combined science at GCSE, and basically, if you don't know what this is, it's basically just if you do basically combined science is 2 tests, I think, with all of the sciences combined in both them tests, but separate is 3 separate, maybe not 3 separate papers, but separate papers for each science, so separate papers for physics, chemistry and biology rather than combined. It's just all combined together. So I would really like to do separates. That would be really great, just because like it's a harder science, I guess, but I won't be really that bothered if I do combined anyway. So I really wanted to try hard on all of them, and on Monday, on the first week, I had maths and I had biology. Biology went pretty well, I think. I didn't really struggle with anything. There was one question which had 2 parts to it, which we hadn't really learnt, but I'm pretty sure that it wasn't worth that much marks, which was fine. And everything else I pretty much knew, so I think biology went really good. I'm not really upset with anything like that. And then maths, well, you see, maths. So we had the non-calculated paper first on Monday, and it wasn't really hard. Like I didn't struggle in every single question, but it wasn't exactly the easiest math test I've ever done. So I did struggle on some of the questions, but the other ones I didn't really understand, I did try to like figure out and like guess or do whatever I could, and on most of them I did understand what I was doing. So I'm kind of nervous to see how I did. I honestly don't think I did, like I think I revised, and I think I did the best that I could, and if I hadn't revised then I definitely would not have understood half the stuff in the test. But I think I did pretty well for like because I'm not the best at maths and stuff, so I feel like I'm probably going to be in set 3 or 4 next year, but I'm not really that bothered because I did try my hardest, and then maybe I'll move up, who knows, next year. And then on Tuesday I had chemistry, and I don't think I had another test. Oh yeah, I had French and I also had English, and chemistry was alright. There was some stuff in there, like in biology, that we hadn't revised, but basically it wasn't too bad. Like the whole thing, like I basically knew everything because of revision and stuff, so yeah, chemistry wasn't too bad. English, well, basically it was like an English literature style question, like you get in GCSE, and it was on Romeo and Juliet. Basically all you really needed to know was quotes, and then you had to write a minimum of 4 paragraphs, and then basically you'd write 1 paragraph on the extract, and then 2 paragraphs on the extract, and then like link it back to other parts of the play. And that English went really well for me. I managed to do 4 paragraphs, and I'm pretty glad with how it went because I developed most of my points and stuff and analysed the quotes. So, and I actually remembered quotes from other parts of the play, which was good. So English went really well. French, well, the listening, some of the listings were quite hard to understand. The first one was like really easy, like the first section, but like some of the listings were quite hard. The reading wasn't too bad, and the translations weren't that bad either. There were just like a few words I didn't understand. Like I knew how to write Saturday, but I wasn't sure how to write this Saturday. But just little things like that. And so French overall wasn't that bad, and we did actually start marking the reading and the listening, and I can't remember what I got because someone else marked your paper, and I don't think we had time to like write down how much I got from reading and listening, so I'm not too sure, but I think Miss is going to mark our translation, so then we can just see what we've got overall. Yeah, and then on Wednesday I had RE and maths calculator. So RE, obviously I don't really care about RE, we just have to do it at GCSE because we're a Catholic school, so yeah, and honestly I didn't really care about RE. The only thing was that you had to really know was we got a revision sheet, and you just had to know, like, there was a question about symbols and you had to know like what they mean, and like the 12-mark question was on abortion, so that's quite easy to write about, as in not like as an easy subject to talk about, as in like there's lots of things you can say about it, so it's not hard to think of points to say. But the only thing that did really annoy me, was that question 3 was about the Trinity, but other people got different sheets on it, whether it was about eschatology, and that's about like life after death, and you had to write about tombstones and stuff, and like, but we got one about the Trinity, and that wasn't on the revision sheet, and it was the 5-mark question, so I'm gonna get really annoyed at Miss for that, because like obviously I probably might have got more marks if I got the question on like tombstones and stuff, but I don't know, I'll just have to see what she says, because I feel like she either didn't realise or I don't know. But anyway, on Thursday I did IT and dance. So dance went really well actually. It's just the thing I wasn't expecting was to get a 12-mark question, because basically Miss showed us an example of a 12-mark question, and it was you had to talk about a piece of work that you'd studied, like a dance work where you study this one called Shadows, and you basically just have to write paragraphs about it. But like in her example she was also talking about another piece that you have to study at GCSE, which we haven't done yet, we've only studied Shadows. So then I was thinking, oh well, we haven't studied another piece of work, so a 12-mark question. Oh. Sorry about that guys, my phone just completely went out my hand. Basically what I was saying was that I didn't think we'd get a 12-mark question because we haven't studied another dance work, but it did, and it basically, obviously because we haven't studied another piece of work, it was basically just 2 6-mark questions joined together, because a 6-mark question would be like, describe how the oral setting enhances the understanding of shadows or something, and then you have to write 3 paragraphs on it. But basically the 12-mark was just describe how the lighting and the physical setting enhances our understanding of the piece. So basically you just had to write it was basically just 2 6-mark questions joined together, so it wasn't too bad. I just didn't end up finishing it. I only wrote 4 paragraphs for that, and then for the 6-mark question I only wrote 2 paragraphs because I wanted to start the 12-mark question before I finished the 6-mark one, because obviously 12 marks is a lot of marks to lose if you didn't start it. So yeah, but everything else was fine. You just definitely had to revise to like know all the other questions, and I did, thankfully, so I knew all the other answers. They were really easy. And then IT, I found out yesterday that I got full marks on it, which I was not expecting, and it wasn't really that hard. It was just like 3 questions, and then like you had to draw like what you think a mood board would look like and write annotations and stuff. And I can't believe I got 20 out of 20, got a distinction, which is different to obviously like the GCSE grade, because Creative Eye Media is not an actual GCSE, it's like a Cambridge National Award or something like that. I don't really know, but like I'm pretty sure the highest thing you can get is a distinction, so I'm really happy about that. I think you had to get 18 or more to get a distinction, so I'm really happy that I got 12 full marks. I was not expecting that. But yeah, and then on Friday, which was yesterday, I had geography and physics. So physics actually wasn't that bad, surprisingly. Physics, like I knew everything, like biology and chemistry. There was a question that we hadn't learned, but it wasn't too bad. Everything else I pretty much knew. And some of the harder ones were like the equation things that you have to do, and like Sankey diagrams. Like I didn't know how to figure that out, so that was a bit annoying, but overall it wasn't too bad. And then geography was pretty good actually. I'm glad I finished all the 9-mark question and a 6-mark question, because you have to write quite a lot for them, and I knew most of the stuff what to write because of you had to revise to know some of it, but other things were just like you had to get it from the data, whether it be a graph or a bar chart or something like that. And then other things were like calculating the mean and the median. Sorry, it was the median and the range, but like the average thingies, which I didn't think would be in geography because you do that in maths, but surprisingly it wasn't. I'm glad that was kind of on it because it's really not hard at all to figure out. So yeah, I'm really happy with how all my tests went, and the only one I know my results on is that I got full marks on IT, which I'm so happy about. And then in French, I'm pretty sure I lost quite a lot of marks in listening and reading, but it's fine because in French the right and left side sets are already combined anyway, so hopefully I'll stay in set 1. I don't know, I won't really be bothered if I don't, as long as I'm with my friends and stuff. And not in like the bottom set, but I don't think that's going to happen. Anyway, I'm really happy that all my tests are over, no more revision to do, yay! I can just relax for the rest of this week. And tonight actually we are going to Ask Italian for dinner, so I'll probably film some of that. So I will see you all later on today when we go to Ask. What's up guys, so as you can see it's now the next day and it's currently raining quite bad outside. Literally it's been doing this all week, so I actually had to film an Instagram video today because it's been raining all week, and obviously I had exams so I had to revise on night time, so I didn't get a chance to film an Instagram video throughout this week, and I didn't have any pre-filmed ones, so I had to film one today, and I'm glad I managed to do it before all of that. Sorry, you can't really see, there we go. And it's up on my Instagram. At the moment I uploaded it like I think around an hour ago or something like that. It was just like a random stuff on my mat, and today I've just been doing a lot of cleaning my room and doing laundry and stuff like that, so I haven't really been able to like upload any more videos, unfortunately. I also had some maths homework to do as well, which was online. It wasn't too hard, but I just had like a couple of jobs to do today and like homework and stuff like that. So I'm just going to end this week's vlog now, as it's around 8 o'clock and I'm about to go get changed into my pyjamas, probably gonna get a nice hot chocolate because it's raining outside quite badly, and just feel like that would be a really nice thing to do. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this week's vlog, and if you did, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the bell so you're notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.